Welcome to Living For! Father's Day is almost here, and today we are going to talk about the best fathers in the Bible. Stay tuned! Let me just start to say that every human father has their qualities, but also has their flaws. The only father that is perfect is God Himself. Although there are a lot of fathers in the Bible, I cannot talk about all of them. So I'm only going to talk about my top 7. The first one is Adam, the first man and also the first father in this earth. His only role model was God. Although he did his best, he had to endure an awful thing. One of his sons, Cain, killed the other son, Abel. 2 sons, same education, same love, same family. But because of sin, one killed the other. Even with all this, Adam kept following the father figure, God. And he educated Seth according to that, his third son. And because of this third son followed in his footsteps. With this story, we can see how important it is to follow God's example and how our own mistakes will influence our children's lives. Next comes Noah. Noah, the father who was chosen by God to rebuild humanity after the flood. How bad was the world during those days? Because Noah and his family were the only ones on the whole world that still believed in God. Even with the whole world in that state, he never lost his faith. He was an example for his family, and he showed them that despite the whole world, guys, he was still clinging to God and following His will. We don't really know how much Noah's family believed in his message or in God, but what we do know is that they stayed with him, and in the end, they were saved from the flood. So Noah must have been a very good father. And next comes Abraham, the father of a nation, the man that left everything to follow God. Because of his faith, Abraham was chosen to be the father of the Hebrew nation. Although he never saw this nation with his own eyes during his life, he could see that God always fulfills His promises, and he trusted completely. He shows this amazing faith, guys, this amazing faith when he is asked by God to sacrifice his son, Isaac. Through this experience, he could see what God was going to do in the future, giving his only son for mankind, so man could live eternally. This unwavering faith is what makes Abraham one of the best fathers in the Bible. Next comes Jacob, the deceiver that fought God Himself and became Israel. Even though Jacob started as a deceiver and had a lot of flaws, he later became the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. We can certainly say that the education of his sons had a lot of flaws, and he clearly favored Joseph, his younger son. Because of these flaws and the jealousy, the older brother sold Joseph, and then comes all Joseph's story. During Joseph's story, he goes through a lot of hardships, but he never lost his faith, and he kept clinging to God because of his education. In this story, what we can see is that although we make mistakes, although we have flaws, God can use them and bring something good out of them. And next on this best fathers list comes Moses, the prince of Egypt. Moses only had 2 sons, Gerson and Eliezer, but he was the father of all the Hebrew nation for more than 40 years. He literally was their human father because he loved them, he disciplined them, and he even helped provide for them. He never gave up on them, even when they gave him all the reasons to. In the same manner that a father is God's representation for his sons, so was Moses for the Hebrew people. His life shows today's fathers that everything with God can be achieved, even being father of 2 million people. And before last comes Joseph, Jesus' earthly father. Although we don't really know a lot about him, we know that he was chosen from all the men in the world to be the Savior's earthly father. Just this simple fact should tell us that He was undoubtedly a great man and a great father. The Bible tells us that this Joseph was a righteous man, and we can see that when he does everything to protect his family, and also when he trusts God's plans. Joseph taught Jesus how to be a carpenter, and he certainly was the role model for manhood that the Savior had while he was growing up. Jesus certainly loved his garden because of his quiet strength, his honesty, and his kindness. And last but certainly not the least comes the Father above all other fathers. It comes God Himself. God is the Father of all, not just another father. He is the creator. He is the sustainer. There is no other father above Him, and He is the only one without flaws. He's also kind. He's patient. He's wise. He's strong. But He's also our protector and our provider. God is love, but He's also justice. And we can see all of that because of what Jesus says in John chapter 3, verse 16 and 17. And it says like this: "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whoever believes in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God did not send His Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through Him might be saved." This is the biggest example of fatherhood that we can have in the Bible. He loved us so much, guys, that He gave His only Son to save us. He gave Himself up to save us. The Creator of the universe gave His life to save His creation. How blessed are we to have a God and a Father like this. So, what do you think about this list? Did you like it, or do you have a different one? Tell us who is your favorite father of the Bible in the comments down below. If you like this video, don't forget to put a thumbs up and to subscribe to our channel. Have a blessed Father's Day and see you in the next video. Bye!